Hi, kids. Again, I am Teacher Dean, and today we're going to have our very first discussion. So earlier, we've already played a game called Guess and Count the Numbers. And also, you've already watched a video about numbers from 0 to 100. So the video as well as the game is related to our very first topic, and it is called Counting Numbers. Now, before we proceed to our discussion, let us have first our lesson objectives. So, at the end of the class or at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to first identify the numbers from 0 to 100. Second is to identify and write numbers from 0 to 20 in symbols and in words. Is it clear? Now, so first question is, do you know how to count? Or do you still remember how to count? Every one of us knows how to count. Even you as a kid right now, you already know how to count, right? Because counting is very easy. You just have to look around your surroundings or environment, look what is in front of you, or look at the objects that you can see, and you may start counting it. Now, you can use your fingers to count, you can use other objects to count, and also you can use the rowings of sticks to count. Sounds easy, right? Now, let's proceed. So I have here a picture. So what I want you to do is to take a look closely to it. And then we will start answering the following questions about the picture. Here is the first question. So how many fruits can you see? So I will give you 30 seconds to count the fruits in the picture. Okay, very good. There are 20 fruits in the picture. Now, how about this one? How many cherries are there in the picture? Very good. There are 8 cherries in the picture. How about the lemons? Good job. There are 5 lemons in the picture. And lastly, how many green apples are there? Very good. There are 7 green apples. Now, let's move on to our next activity. So, if you know already how to count, you must also know how to read and write numbers. Yes, it is easy to say the number, but you must know also how to write it in numbers. So, for example, I have here how many circles? So, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, this object or this figure is called the symbol of a number. So when you say 1, you have to write it in symbols. All you have to do is to write this. While if you have to write the numbers in words, you just have to spell it out. For example, 1, you just have to spell it out as O-N-E, 1. While 2 is T-W-O, 3 is P-H-R-E-E, 4 is F-O-U-R. So this is what we call the symbols, while this is the words. Now, so I have here a table, numbers 1 to 100. It is very easy to remember numbers in symbols. But, of course, you must also know how to write it in words. So we have here a table from numbers 1 to 20 with its symbol and also with its words. I want you to take a look closely po dito sa ating table. Okay po. Now let's start po. So, let's try answering the following questions. Meron po akong hinandang dalawang questions kung saan pipiliin niyo po kung ilan po or ano po yung tamang answer dito sa question. Here. So, how many balls can you see? Is it 5 or 8? Okay, very good. The answer is 8. Now, we're going to write 8 in words. Because 8 is already on its symbol form, let's try to write it in word. So, 8, you just have to spell it out. It is spelled as E-I-G-H-T. 8. Next picture. How many sandals can you see? Is it 5 or 8? Very good. There are 5 sandals in the picture. Now, let us spell out 5 in words. So it is spelled as F-I-V-E. 5. Do you get it? Okay. Now, don't forget that in counting numbers, you must know how to count first, as well as how to read and write each numbers. Now, let's try reading the following numbers in symbols and also let's try to spell it out. Okay? So, you have to repeat after me. Now, let's start with this one. 2. So, 2. Here is the symbol. And then let's try to spell it out in words as T-W-O. 2. Again, T-W-O. 2. Next, 5. So, F-I-V-E. F-I-V-E. 5. Again, 5. Next is 7. So, S-E-V-E-N. Again, S-E-V-E-N. 7. Again, 7. Next is 9. N-I-N-E. 9. N-I-N-E. 9. Next is 12. So 12, T-W-E-L-V-E. T-W-E-L-V-E. 12. Again, 12. And lastly, 20. So T-W-E-N-T-Y. T-W-E-N-T-Y. 20. Again, 20. Good job, Bio kids. Now, let's move on to this activity. So you will be writing the following numbers in words and in symbols, same as what we did earlier. Now, first, you have to listen to every numbers that I will say, and then you're going to write your answer in a piece of paper. Now, once you're done, you have to take a picture of it and send it to our Seesaw classroom. You may ask for your parents' assistance for this activity. You may ask mommy and daddy to take a picture of your work and then they will send it to our Seesaw classroom. Is that clear? So are you ready? Okay, let's start. So number 1 or first number is 4. 4. Kindly write number 4 in words and in symbols. Again, number 4. Next is 10. Again, 10. Okay, let's move on to our third number. Number 14. 14. Again, for the last time, 14. Let's try our fourth number, which is 17. 17. Again, 17. For our fifth number, 19. 19. Again, 19. So again po, once you're done, take a picture of your work, then send it to our seesaw classroom. And that will be the end of our discussion. I hope you've learned a lot today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, IO kids!